Hello, I'm Ryan Williams, Caucus Chairman for the House Republican Caucus here in Tennessee. I have for this day's installment of Chairman's Chats, I have my good friend Dennis Powers. Dennis, thanks for coming today.
Thank you, Chairman. Good to be here.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Of course, I know you're from the East Tennessee area, but those that might be watching or not know where your district is, I think it's important because you're one of those multi-county guys. Tell people a little bit about where your district is and what counties it represents.
Right. I have a very rural district and represent 3 counties. I have Anderson County, have part of it that I share with Representative Reagan. Then I have almost all of Union County that I share a little bit of it with Representative Sexton, and I have all of Campbell. It's about 100 miles from one end of my district to another, and I'm honored to get to serve it. And it has a lake, North Lake, one of the oldest in the state of Tennessee, and largest lake up there right in the middle of it. So I get to represent the 3 counties that surround North Lake.
Yeah, it's a beautiful lake too. If you ever get an opportunity to go up there, it's great. I've had an opportunity to look at a couple of projects in my full-time, part-time job, but up there, and so it is a beautiful place. And so one of the things I like to ask people when they come in here, if you've seen me in Chairman's Chat, it's no surprise to you, but I do enjoy eating. And so I was thinking if I'm going to come through your district and I want to eat a place that's uniquely yours, not one of these chain restaurants you can get everywhere else, where would you say, Ryan, go eat this place? It's kind of unique to my district.
Well, we have a great place. It's only about a mile from my home, and it's just right off I-75. Right in the middle of our district. It's called Rickard Ridge Barbecue.
Really?
Yeah, and it's actually at Cove Lake State Park. I have another lake about a mile from my home up there too, called Cove Lake, and they have a state park there. So it's at the Cove Lake restaurant. They have great barbecue. They have bluegrass a couple nights a week.
Oh, wow.
And they also have a beautiful view. Anywhere that you're in a restaurant, you get a beautiful view of the lake and the park. So
oh, wow.
Really a neat place to go.
I think I've driven by there. It is right off the interstate.
Right, yeah. It's probably a quarter of a mile off the interstate.
Yeah, it's a great place. But one of the things that we like to talk about also in Chairman's Chat are families and advocating. When you and I got elected together in 2010, it seems like yesterday. But,
it does.
But
it's flown by.
Yeah, I'll never forget. You and I don't get to eat together as much as we thought we would probably, but
right.
I understand our wives, your wife Tracy and my wife Abby, got an opportunity to have lunch together yesterday. And
right.
So it's good. Is she doing well?
She's doing great, yeah. We've just celebrated our 30th anniversary last year, so and she's doing well.
Wow, that's
and I
awesome.
hope Abby is too.
Yeah, they're doing really good, and Abby's always commenting about getting to see her when she comes up to visit. And of course, my wife doesn't come up very much, but she enjoys doing that. So.
Mine doesn't get up a whole lot either.
Yeah.
They have both working back at home and have a lot of duties back there, so
yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. So one of the things that I've noticed that I read a little bit about last week, some big news really coming out in Tennessee about a bill that you carried last year for the governor. I think I'm correct that it was yours. It's called Reconnect.
Right.
Reconnect is, for those that might not know, tell a little bit about what Reconnect is, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Reconnect's actually been available for a few years through our TCAT, through the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, and even available somewhat through the community college. The problem that we were having with it, and part of our drive to 55, why we wanted to correct it, was even though it was available through a community college, there were so many hoops to jump through and barriers, and so only a very few people, the adult learners that we call them, were eligible for it. So my wife is a director of the community college, so she kept me really informed and said, hey, these people, they don't have scholarships available, grants, and a lot of things that people that come out of high school have.
Right.
So they're adult learners, and they were able to go through the College of Applied Technologies with no problem. But when they try to come to community college, then there are very few of them that will qualify to do it. Tennessee Reconnect opened that all up to where anybody now at any age can go back if they've had any college at all or no college and still get that 2 years of free college that we offer.
Wow, it's amazing. I heard some statistic about it, but that program or enrollment period of time closes April 15th, I think it is. But I did read the governor made mention about this the other day that over 4,000 Tennesseans are going back to school because of your bill.
Right.
Of course, it sounds to me like it might have actually been Tracy's bill, but
that's true.
yeah, but it's really exciting. So, what do you think about that? I mean, did you ever expect it would be that many people when you thought it was just a few before?
We really didn't. One thing I talked with some people at Rowan State Community College and other people and said, we really need to get the word out on this because so many people had called, and before they were turned down because they didn't meet the eligibility requirements. We were just afraid those people would never call back once we got this program up and going. So they did a real good job, the governor's office and the community colleges, of getting the word out. Hey, you may not have been eligible before, but you are now. And so we wanted to get those adult learners back in our community college.
Yeah, we heard a story the other day regarding this, and it was a mom was talking about how her kids were able to enroll and go to college at it was actually a 2-year institution. They were Tennessee Promise kids,
right.
And she was really excited about them enrolling. And she said because of Reconnect, that she's going to get to be a student with her kids,
right.
and so she's able to go back. And so when you think about how these education programs that we've enacted, over the last few years, just trying to get to this drive to 55, it's been amazing. So know how important. She wanted me to share with you how important it was, really, that we were able to do this and what it meant to her, because she's getting not only her kids bettering their lives, right. but she's getting to go back, go to school with them, and be an example of exactly what it means to do this. And so
that's a great story. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, and I know that's happening all across the state with a lot of people going back now.
Yeah, well, I jumped around there a little bit. I normally ask people this, but I was thinking about this as we were talking. So you and I ran in 2010. We were part of the Mad Wave, I think. Right. I call it. But for those listening back home, why does Dennis Powers serve? Why did you and Tracy decide to do this? Some people may not know this, but it was not an easy journey for you to get here.
No. We talked about that one time before, and about how we almost felt like it was a calling to come here. And it was a long journey for me. I ran in 92 and 94 and 96 and lost all 3 times and had never thought about running again. And then I got that call from Leader Cassida, and I had 24 hours to make that decision. Yeah. And that was a hard sell. That was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do, was try to convince my wife, because I had to do it. I remember standing in front of the fireplace and having that chat, and she said, "I can't go through losing again, because it's devastating to lose an election and go through, especially when I lost one by 24 votes." And so I had never thought about running again, and it just worked out to where I was able to run, and fortunately won this time.
Well, here you are again, the Abe Lincoln of Tennessee politics.
I wasn't trying to break his record.
No, but it really is exciting. But it is cool. It is really interesting to see where so many people, it's common in Tennessee, really, for people to say that they really felt like they're called to do this, or they feel it's like which goes beyond service, really. Right. And so we're very appreciative to you and Tracy and your district for sending you here and being a part of leadership and what that means for your community back home. And we really appreciate you coming in today, and
thank you.
And look forward to serving out the rest of the year with you.
It's an honor to get to serve the people in our district and our state, and to get to work with people like you that feel the same way about it.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.